Today I thought I'd put together my 8 favourite festive recipes, from freezer-friendly cookies to homemade Boursin cheese, with beetroot cured salmon and homemade Hollandaise for that Boxing Day treat. Or maybe it's just a Merry Christmas sausage roll which has got absolutely everything quintessentially Christmas in it. These are all definitely things that I make at this time of the year. Simple, some of them can be made ahead of time, you can put them in the freezer and have them ready to go for whatever scenario may come about. So if you want to make Christmas taste a little bit more homemade this year, let's get started. First, I thought we'd start with something sweet. This is a go-to Christmas cookie dough of mine, and even better, you can make it ahead of time. Pop it in the freezer and then take it out and bake it off in fresh batches whenever you need them. These are not only the perfect last-minute Christmas gift, but also, if you're like me and like a chocky cookie, they're great to have on hand. Let's learn how to make this. It's chocolate cookie dough. It goes into the freezer and it's perfect for a time when you've got unexpected guests. First, let's weigh out the dry ingredients. Take 110 grams of flour, 65 grams of cocoa, 1 teaspoon of espresso powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then we'll just mix that all together. Next, we need 170 grams of softened butter and 200 grams of sugar. And we're going to cream them together. Maybe do it in a slightly larger bowl so it doesn't go absolutely everywhere. And then add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 egg. And carefully beat it together again. You know what? I'm actually gonna just do it by hand. And once your egg is all mixed in, we'll just mix in the powder. Bring it all together. So take 2 layers of cling film, sit the other one directly on top, place your dough in the middle, squish it, and then we'll roll it up. Take the back end of your cling film, smooth down the edge, make it a little bit more log-like, and then roll it up. Pinch your ends and tie them into knots. I'm not even going to cook these today. They're just going into the freezer and I'm going to use them another day. So why don't you get some cookie dough ready-made for a time when you might need it? You should give it a go. Let's learn how to make cute little Christmas cookies. Remember this guy? We put him in the freezer the other week. This is why it's great to have it ready to go. It's time to bake them. So all you need to do is defrost it in the fridge overnight and then cut them into slices. Peel off the cling film and sit them on the tray. Just preheat your oven to 180 degrees and we're good to go. And then they go in for 8 to 10 minutes. See you then. The cookies are done, so take them off of the tray and let them cool down. And while the cookies are cooling, we can get our decorations ready. I've got some cute little sprinkles, some red and green M&Ms that I'm just gonna chop. I've got a little bit of writing icing and some white chocolate. And this, we're gonna melt and dip the cookie in. And while the chocolate's still warm, decorate them all cute, let them cool down, and then you can plate them up. It's a great thing to do with your kids. You can let them run wild with the decorations, and you can have a bit of fun too. And then when they're all nice and cold, just pile them on the plate. And when you can't wait for your friends to turn up, you can just get stuck in. Oh, that cookie is soft and delicious. The little bit of white chocolate is a treat. It's the perfect Christmas cookie. You should give them a go. Next up, we've got everyone's favourite cheese, Boursin, and that's right, you can make it at home. It's the cheese that you'll always hope you see on a Christmas cheese board, so let's make it from scratch and let's make something delicious and crunchy to go along with it. Let's learn how to make everyone's favourite garlic and herb cheese, Boursin. Let's make Boursin. 60 grams of very soft butter and 150 grams of cream cheese. Blend this until it's smooth. It's important that butter is real smooth because you don't want any lumps. Now we add a load of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of chopped chives, 1 teaspoon of dried dill, and 1 small clove of grated garlic. Mix that all together and hey presto, you've got Boursin. And now let's make its famous little shape. Take a 1 cup measurement, make a small double layer of cling film, sit it in the cup and pack in your cheese. Take a little square of greaseproof and sit it on the bottom and then put them in the fridge. It's had a little while resting, so let's get it out. Turn it over. Take off the top, peel back the cling film, and look what you've got. Serve it up with a few little crackers and get stuck in. Oh, it's soft and creamy. Oh, that tastes just like the real deal. It probably costs you a little bit less and it'll be perfect for your Christmas cheese board. You should give it a go. Let's learn how to make these. They're delicious, crispy, crunchy crackers for your Christmas cheese board. That was a mouthful. As the case is, often or not, the first thing we need to do is turn the oven on. So get it on to 190 degrees. We need to make some sticky stuff to stick this all together. So I've got some ground linseed, but whole also works really well for this. So take half a cup and half a cup of hot water. Mix that all together. This is a great vegan and gluten-free cracker for your cheese board. And now you need to add 1 cup of seeds. So I'm going to add half a cup of pumpkin seeds, half a cup of sunflower seeds, and a good generous sprinkle of some sesame seeds. Ooh, probably was about half a cup. Maybe that was a little bit too much. Mix that, season it with some salt. I'm gonna add a really good pinch of nice fresh chopped rosemary and grate in a good little bit of Parmesan cheese. These are gonna be delicious, but they are no longer vegan. So leave the cheese out if you're a vegan. Add just a tiny dash of oil, mix it all in. Take your tray with a little bit of greaseproof on, spread out your mix, and then you just need a tiny little bit more oil on the top to give them that lovely crunch. And then off they go to the oven. And after 23 minutes of baking in the oven, they're looking golden and crisp, so we just need them to cool, and then we can serve them up and get them on your cheese board. With a slice of cheese and a bit of chutney, you can get stuck in. Oh, they're crisp and delicious, and such a great gluten-free alternative for your Christmas cheese board. You should give them a go. I tell you what, once you've made your own Boursin cheese and realise how cheap it is to make, well, maybe not quite here in New Zealand where butter is very expensive, but you don't use a lot, you'll never go back to buying the stuff from the shop. Now, these two next recipes are real Christmas quintessentials for your brunch, your lunch, or even your breakfast. We're gonna make silky Hollandaise and delicious beetroot cured salmon. Beautiful bright colours which will cheer up any grey day, especially if you live in the Northern Hemisphere and it is cold over winter. But they're packed full of flavour and easy to make. So let's get into it. Let's learn how to make beautifully pink beetroot cured salmon at home. And it's a winner for a Christmas breakfast. First, take your raw beetroot, grate it up, and then we're gonna make the cure. This cure could not be easier. Take 25 grams of salt and 25 grams of sugar and put them together. Mix that together. Take a deep dish with something that fits inside it nicely. We're gonna add half the salt and sugar, place in our piece of fresh salmon, and put the rest over the top. Spread it all out so that there's a good layer. Add your grated beetroot. Take your cling film, push it down on top of the salmon. Take your tray that nicely fits, and then cling film the whole lot, nice and tight so that there's some pressure. And then it goes into the fridge for 2 days. It's been 48 hours. Let's unwrap the salmon and give it a rinse. So just under the tap in cold water will do. You just want to give it a little pat dry, and that's it. So let's slice it up, and we can take some lovely thin slices and then just serve it up with a bit of that homemade Boursin cheese, a few little slices of that beautiful pink beetroot cured salmon, a few little cracks of black pepper, and once it's all served up, you can get stuck in. Oh, it's perfectly cured. Utterly delicious, and a wonderful change from just regular smoked salmon. You should give it a go. Let's learn how to make quick cheats Hollandaise, that quintessential Sunday sauce. So let's make it the cheats way, but zhuzh it up a little. So we're gonna flavour the vinegar. Take 4 tablespoons and add to that a little bit of onion. I've got the top of a spring onion, and a little bit of tarragon if you have it dried is also great. We're gonna put it on the stove and reduce it by half so it becomes 2 tablespoons worth. While our reduction is reducing, take 150 grams of butter and put it on the stove also to warm up. Our vinegar is good and reduced, so we'll add that to our jug, and we're gonna use the trusty stick blender like we're making a mayonnaise. Our butter is melted, so I'm gonna put it in a jug, and then we need to add an egg yolk to the vinegar. Put your stick blender in, give it a little whiz, and now we trickle in the butter. Also, as you get to the bottom of your butter, you'll see the white whey. If you add the whey, it will make your Hollandaise a lot thinner. So it's up to you on the consistency, but I like mine quite thick. And there it is. It requires a minute or 2 of patience with the butter, but it's truly worth it. So now let's just season it and get it on the plate. I'm having mine like eggs Florentine, some sauteed spinach, a perfectly soft boiled egg, and that wonderful thick Hollandaise. And then you can just get stuck in. Oh my God, that went everywhere. Hollandaise really is the king of Sunday brunch. It's creamy, it's delicious, and all you ever want is just to eat more. Now, how good do they both look? And I tell you what, if that doesn't impress people on Boxing Day morning, I don't know what will. And to finish this rundown of my 8 favourite Christmas recipes, we are going with 2 of my personal all-time favourites. These make me think of Christmas when I was a kid. We're making homemade sausage rolls and beautiful orange peel dipped in chocolate. These two things in my mind conjure up the most nostalgic thoughts for me. I love them both. And what is great about these, you can make the sausage rolls ahead of time and have them in the freezer so you can bake them when you need them. And these orange peels dipped in chocolate, you can have sitting in the fridge for a nibble whenever you need them. And if there are any left, you could even give some as a lovely little homemade gift. Let's learn how to make these. They're the ultimate Christmas sausage roll. It's a pig in blanket with some extra stuffing and some sausage meat. Could it be more Christmassy? First we need to hydrate our stuffing mix. So take 1 cup of stuffing mix and 3/4 cup of warm water. Mix it together and let it hydrate. Now let's take the sausage meat out of its casings. Mush that all together so it's all combined. Preheat your oven to 180. Line a baking tray with some greaseproof and take your puff pastry. Line the bottom with some bacon. Add in a good bit of stuffing. Place in some pieces of cut cheese and then add in your meat. Take a little bit of egg wash to stick down the pastry and then fold over the top. Squish it in nice and tight. Trim off the edge. Use a fork to squash and cut into chunks. Score the tops a little and glaze with some egg. It doesn't matter if your stuffing is a little dry because the juice will come out the meat while it cooks. And just to finish the tops of these off, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of sesame seed. And they go into the oven at 180 to bake. Oh my God, they are done and it smells incredible. Let's serve them up. Always make sure that you cook them for long enough so that your bases are cooked too. And then once they've cooled down, we can get stuck in. Oh my God. This really is the ultimate Christmas sausage roll. The stuffing has soaked up all the juice from the bacon and the sausages. The cheese is crisp on the outside. The pastry is crisp and I just don't know what more to say apart from you really need to give these a go. Let's learn how to make the beautifully old-fashioned candied orange peels. They are such a Christmas treat. First, we need to prep the orange, but we do want to get rid of a little bit of the pith because that is a bit bitter. And then with these bits, we want to cut them into slices. This is a great way to use something up that might have otherwise gone in the bin. And then you put them all in cold water, bring the water up to the boil and cook for 5 minutes. While that's happening, you get to eat some more of the inside of the orange. The peels are boiling with only a few minutes left, so take 1 cup of water and 1 cup of sugar and put it on the stove. We're going to dissolve the sugar and add the orange peel to the sugar syrup. Once the sugar is dissolved, turn the heat down low and cook. After 20 minutes of cooking in the syrup, they're done, and lay them on a rack. Don't get rid of your sugar syrup. Dilute it with a tiny bit more water and you've got orange simple syrup for your cocktails and mocktails at Christmas time. So we'll keep that for later. Let these cool down and we'll come back to them in a bit. Our peel is all nice and cooled, so now we just got to melt some chocolate to dip them in. Use whatever chocolate you like, get it melted, dip your peels in halfway and set them on a tray. And when they're all coated and done, just sit them in the fridge and they're ready to go for a cute little Christmas present or just for you to snack on later when you're hungry. They're fully set and we can put them on the plate. And when they're all piled up, you can get stuck in. Oh, the dark chocolate and the sweet peel is just perfection. I mean, these guys are the OG Terry's orange chocolate. Are you with me? You should give them a go. Just so simple and comforting, and they just make everyone smile. So there you go, my favourite Christmas recipes that you can give away as gifts, have in the freezer, or just serve up straight out of the oven. Let me know in the comments, will any of these become your new Christmas favourites? And if you're looking for more, head to my Christmas playlist. And if you're looking for a little bit of help in the run up to Christmas, you can always download my Christmas cheat sheet. It's the 3-week run up to Christmas and it breaks everything down so that Christmas can be stress-free, easygoing, and all ready, prepared. Because prior preparation, mise en place, getting yourself ready is what our chefs constantly talk about. So why don't you give it a look? And I'll see you all next week for some more banging Christmas recipes.